First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Yahawahshi, Takadash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders and the elder bishops of Great Millstone that's teaching the truth and sincerity across the four winds. And I would like to say peace and salutation to the hopeful elect scattered abroad across the four winds, to the large remnant, men, women, and children, and to the confusion of faces that is known as the speckled bird that look like the heathen nations. I would like to say shalom. So we're going to get right into it. It's an impromptu video that I watched. Apostle Gabar video about Deacon Hakar addressing Revelation 6th chapter, verses 1 and 2. Revelation chapter 6, verse 1 and verse 2 of Revelation, the 6th chapter. And I want to add my spiritual 2 cents, and I want to build on what the apostle brought out here. It was a perfect video, excellent video, you know. And like I said, I just want to build on it, put my spiritual 2 cents in, you know, just to build on it. And just in case, you know, just like a newcomer coming in on my channel and they watch it and might want some type of understanding of what this means. So I'm going to get into it. So I want to touch on 2 subjects, but it's gonna be a quick video. It's gonna be quick. Hopefully it'll be edifying. And also I want to kill 2 birds with 1 stone, meaning the elder Monarch Zagba from North Carolina, SC narrator. He put up a video. I hadn't got a chance to watch it fully yet, but Lord willing, I'm gonna watch it after I finish doing this video. And this about one body, Yahawahshi, which their leader is named Yafta, you know, and they've been going off. They went to a little town, I think, in Texarkana, and they from Dallas, but they down there say harassing neighbors out there with bullhorns, and the Lord didn't say go from door to door with a bullhorn. They going off, but I want to touch on something that they are doing as well. Okay, so let me go ahead and speak on this. So Deacon Hakar, and this is what he said. Deacon Hakar said, "How can Yahawahshi beat the white horse when he's the one opening the seal?" So pretty much what he's saying is, how can Yahawahshi be in 2 places at once? How can he be the one open the seal and then be the white horse? Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and get into it. For those that have ears, eyes to see, ears to hear, let them see and let them hear. Okay, now I'm gonna read this first, and I'm gonna go ahead and get into the meat part of it. So keep in mind, Deacon Hakar, he said, "How can Yahawahshi be the white horse when he's the one opening the seal?" Okay, now here's what's going on. We're gonna go to Romans, the 8th chapter, Romans 8 and chapter 6. Romans chapter 8 and verse 6. "For to be carnal minded is death, but to be spiritual minded is life and peace." So they are carnal minded. So when I finish bringing these scriptures out, it's going to make sense to the newcomers. Okay, I'm going to read it again. Romans chapter 8 and verse 6. "For to be carnal minded is death, but to be spiritual minded, life and peace." So let me read this statement again. Deacon Hakar said, "How can Yahawahshi be the white horse when he is the one opening the seal?" Romans 8 and chapter 8 and verse 6. "For to be carnal minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. Because the carnal mind is enmity, is enemy against the Most High God, Yahweh. For it is not subject to the law, neither deed can be. But the main point is for to be currently minded is death. For to be spiritually minded is peace. Now, here's where they're going off at. And let me, before I finish, I'm gonna try to do both of them at once, so this video won't be long. So now I want to speak. I'm gonna use that same scripture on one body in Yahawahshi. Okay, now one body in Yahawahshi. You know what? I better not do that. I'll come back to him because I want to say something about this camp. Okay, let me hold that. I let the Spirit guide me on how I want me to do it. Okay, so now this is how they carnal minded. Now here's what we'll do. I'm going to go and we're going to show you how they carnal minded. So they're trying to bring Yahweh, while Yahweh shot down to their level. Okay, now we're going to go to 2nd Ezra. And like I say, this is that put my spiritual 2 cents in, trying to build on Apostle Gabar's excellent video that he put up. Okay, now here's how we're going to address Deacon Akar and Yafta from one body. I'm going to come back to Yafta. Okay, now, but this scripture here, it pertains to him as well, because let me say this: he don't believe in the Karagma. All of the evidence is being presented. I'm gonna choose my words careful because I was at camp this weekend, this past Saturday, and they blocked our street teaching video. And I think it made a stay of 2 hours, and they blocked it. They pulled it down. So let me be careful what I say. I'm going to use code words. And those that have eyes to see, ears to hear, they'll understand what I'm talking about. Okay? So this is go for Yafta as well as Deacon Akar. But Yafta, in one body, he don't believe that Yahawahshi did miracles. Okay? He don't believe in the Charaka, in the Karakma. Okay? Which is the barbecue corn chips or the potato chips. Okay? He don't believe it. He don't believe it. He mocking scoff. He don't believe in the chariots, what the world even call UFO, but they are the chariots of the Most High. Okay, he don't believe in none of these things. Okay, and so I had to mention that. Now now let me get into it. I'm gonna go to 2nd Ezra, chapter 4, and I'm gonna start at the top. I'm gonna read it to verse 11. I'm gonna try to speed up. I don't want to make it too long. And the angel said unto me, this is Ezra, the angel Uriel, whose name was Uriel, gave me an answer, and he said, "Thy heart that thou had gone too far in this world, which is thy mind, and thinkest thou to comprehend the ways of the highest." See, y'all want to strive with the Most High, okay? Now, this is Uriel talking to Ezra. Then said I, Yea, Lord. And he answered me, and he said, I am sent to show thee 3 ways, and to set forth thy similitude before thee. Whereof, if thou canst declare me one. Now this is for you, Deacon Akar, and Yafta from one body, and all of your followers, and all your soldiers. I will show thee also the way that thou desirest to see, and I shall show thee whence the wicked heart cometh, which is your mind. The heart is your mind. And I said, Tell me, O Lord. Now Ezra asked him a question. Then said he unto me, Go thy way. Weigh me the weight of a fire. Okay? Weigh me the weight of the fire. Can you do that, Deacon Akar? Do you know the weight of fire, y'all, at one body, and all your soldiers? Do y'all know that? Or measure me the blast of the wind. Can either one of you measure the blast of the wind? Can you do that, huh, Deacon Akar? Can you from one body, Yafta, and all your foot soldiers? Can y'all do that? Can y'all measure the blast of the wind, or call me again the days of the past? So can you remember when you've been here before doing your reincarnation? Can you do that? Huh? Can y'all do it? So y'all trying to bring the Most High down, Yahawahshi down to y'all's level. Yahweh gave Yahawahshi all powers. So he taught his son everything. He's the firstborn, first creator. So he knows, okay? Okay, verse 6. Then answered I and said, what man is able to do that? Did y'all hear that? Did you hear that? What man is able to do that? Can you do that, Deacon Hakar? Can you do that, Yafta, in one body? Do y'all understand the Most High and Yahawahshi ways? That thou shouldest ask me such thing of me? And he said unto me, if I should ask thee how great dwellings are in the midst of the sea, or how many springs are in the beginning of the deep, can either one of y'all do that? Y'all gonna see where I'm going here in a few minutes. Or how many springs are above the firmament? Do you know that? Ka and Yafta from one body in Yahawahshi? Do y'all know these things? Or which are the outgoings of the paradise? Pretervention. Thou wouldst say unto me, I never went down in the depths into the sea. Well, Salaki, I never went down into the depths, nor as yet into hell. Meaning in the grave, in the earth. But there's hell in the earth. And the condition of hell is a condition on pay out on earth, but they're talking about now in the pit, which is down in the ground, which is hell. Neither did I ever climb up to heaven. Have either one of y'all ever done that? Nevertheless, have I asked thee, but only of the fire and the wind, and the day where thou hast passed, of the things from which thou cannot be separated. And yet canst thou give me no answer of them? In verse 10, I'm going to stop at verse 10. He said, moreover unto me, thine own things and such as grown up with thee canst thou know. Okay, verse 11. I'm going to stop at verse 11. How should thy vessels then be able to comprehend? He talking to you clay vessels. Deacon of car in one body in Yahawahshi. Okay? So he's saying, how should thy vessels then be able to comprehend the way of the highest? And the world being now outwardly corrupted, to understand the corruption that is evident in my sight. So in layman terms, pretty much what they're saying is, y'all heard it, but I want to ask y'all a question. Which one of you know how to create water? I didn't say go into a sink, pour some water in. Do either one of you know how to create water? Do either one of y'all know how to create a rock? You know the formula how to create a rock? Or better yet, how many stars is it? Can you count the stars? Do you know the number of the stars? Huh? We can go on and on. How do you create the sun? You have to, y'all got to tell me something. What is the moon made of? What's the formula to the moon? Y'all got to be able to tell us these things when y'all want to bring Yahawahshi down to y'all's level. How in the hell y'all going to strive with Yahawahshi? Can y'all do any of these things? Man, y'all out of y'all damn mind, man. Y'all, man, it pissed me off when I think about it. Now, I got another question. I'm going to read these out, then I'm going to get into it. I got another question for you, Deacon Dakar, and you Yafta from one body and all your minions that's going around teaching this false doctrine, misleading the sheep. You see? Y'all need to put up a video and tell us the formulas on how to create these things. Before y'all want to strive with Yahawahshi, Yahawahshi can do all things. Y'all got to put up a video. Until then, if y'all can't do that, y'all need to shut the hell up. Now, man, that pissed me the hell off, man. So now, I'm going to ask y'all another question. Now, we're going to go to the book of Job. Y'all got got to answer these questions. I got to know. I got to know. Yeah, hey, y'all gonna have to prove something, man. Y'all gonna be some teachers, man, or some so-called prophets, man. Y'all gotta put up a video. Y'all got to know this. We're gonna go to the book of Job, chapter 4, and I'm gonna read it from verse. You know what? It's kind of lengthy, but I gotta read it. I gotta read it. 12. I got to. Because man, hey y'all some false prophets, man. And Deacon Nakar, you know better, man. You know better. Hey, you came from Great Millstone GMS, man. You know better, man. You need to stop tripping, but Yafta, hey, he ain't playing, he waxing worse and worse. And the Lord to put a jacked up spirit on him. But Deacon Nakar, man, you know better, man. So now I want to ask y'all another question. Since you said Yahawahshi was the one opening the seal, how can he be the white horse? Now you gotta answer this question though. You gotta put up a video answer this question. Just like 2nd Ezra, the 4th chapter, 1 through 11. I need y'all to do a video and explain it. Now I'm gonna go to the book of Job, chapter 4 and verse 12 through 20. Now a thing that was secretly, Job chapter 4 and verse 12. Now a thing was secretly brought to me in my ear, received a little thereof, and thoughts from the vision of night. When deep sleep falleth on me, fear came upon me, trembling, which all my bones shake. And this is what they saw. Then a spirit passed before my face. The hair of my flesh stood up. It stood still. So the spirit showed up. It was a good spirit. I know it was. Because the Most High, he make his spirits look wicked. Okay? Then the spirit passed before my face. Then hair on my flesh stood up. And it stood still. So now the spirit stood still. So Job can get a good look at it. But I could not discern the form thereof. An image was before mine eyes. There was silence, and I heard the voice saying, here is the point. Shall mortal man be more just than the power, Yahweh, God? Shall a man be more pure than his maker? I'm going to read that part again, verse 17. Shall a mortal man be more just than God? Shall a man be more pure than his maker? Deacon Nakar and Yahweh from one body in Yahawahshi. Behold, he put no trust in his servants, and his angels he charged folly. The Most High Yahweh, Yahawahshi can turn one angel loose, and it'll destroy this whole place, the earth. And lift the Most High said, behold, he put no trust in his servants, and his angels he charged folly. So y'all bring out the angels. He said he charged the angels with folly. How much less is them that dwell in a house of clay? Do y'all hear this? Y'all got to put up a video and explain this. Y'all trying to strive with y'all maker, man. Whose foundation is of the dust, which are crushed before the moth. They are destroyed from the morning to evening. They die on a daily basis, 9 o'clock. They perish forever without any regard. Do not the excellency which is in them go away. They die even without wisdom. The Most High Yahweh, he charged angels with folly. But y'all made out of clay. So how can y'all strive with Yahawahshi? How can you say what you said, Deacon Nakar? It didn't make no damn sense. So let me go ahead and finish up. I got one more. This is for you and Deacon Nakar and Yahweh from one body and his other minions. You know, y'all want to bring Yahweh, while Yahawahshi, pretty much y'all don't want to reverence Yahawahshi from who he is, the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. Y'all gonna have to bow down to him. Like I said in Luke 19 and 27, for those mine enemies, he said, I'll pull that if time permits. Because y'all, the way y'all going, man, y'all gonna be enemies of Yahawahshi. I'm We'll go to Isaiah 40 and 21 through 23. Have you not known? Have you not heard? Had it not been told you from the beginning? Have you not understood from the foundation of the earth? It is he that sitteth upon the circle of the earth, and the inhabitants thereof are as grasshoppers. Y'all, just grasshoppers. Now, I want y'all to explain. I need to know how to do this. Since y'all want to bring your Yahawahshi down to y'all level, I need y'all to put up a video. I need to know. I need to know this. Since y'all, want to make mockery of your Yahawahshi and saying that he can't do what the scriptures say he can do. But y'all gonna have to put up a video to prove this. I need to know. If one of y'all tell me this, then I'll listen to you. But answer me this. This verse, Isaiah chapter 40 and verse 22. It is he that sitteth upon the circle of the earth. Can y'all sit above the circle of the earth and dwell in the fourth dimension? And the inhabitants thereof are as grasshoppers that stretch out the heavens as a curtain and spreaded them out as a tent that dwell therein. Can y'all do that? I need to know how to do. I need to know that formula. If y'all going to teach somebody, you got to be able to prove what you're saying. That bringeth the princes to nothing. He maketh the judges of the earth vanity. Can y'all make the judges the judges of the earth right now, which is Esau, Edom? Can y'all make the judges of the earth that rule the whole world right now? Job 9 and 24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Can y'all bring Esau, Edom to naught or to nothing? You gonna have to make it because Yahawahshi gonna do it. See, Yahawahshi, he's gonna do it. But I need to know, how can y'all try to strive with Yahawahshi? Y'all don't want to reverence Yahawahshi, but y'all will. Y'all going to reverence him. Y'all going to, whether you like it or not. So let me pull this from here. And this is here, and for you too, Yafta. Yafta, this for you. Let me see. No, let me see. Yeah, it's for you too, Yafta. For one body in Yahawahshi, I'm going to go to the book of Ezekiel. Then I'm going to pull them few scriptures, then I'm going to close it out. Ezekiel 14. Come on, Ezekiel 14 and 9. And it's for you, y'all. Mainly you, y'all. This for you. Because see, Deacon Nakar, he know better. He know better. I don't know what kind of game he playing right now, but he better repent and turn back to the true scriptures. And it preached 100% gospel doctrine, man, before the Most High put his foot in his ass. But Yafta, hey man, hey, you too far gone, man. So this for you, Yafta. And Deacon Nakar too, if you don't repent, man, and stop misleading the flock. Ezekiel chapter 14 and verse 9. And if the prophet be deceived, when he has spoken a thing, the Lord had deceived that prophet, and I will stretch out my hand upon him and will destroy him from off to and will destroy him from the midst of my people Israel. So that means he's going to put you to death on this side. You know, you're going to get a taste of them ICBM intercontinental ballistic missiles and the plagues and the pestilence that the Most High have in store for the wickedness of Israel. Okay? So if a prophet be deceived, it's the Most High Yahweh deceive that prophet. So y'all to that crap that you're saying, that you don't believe in the Charagma, the Charagma, you know. And let me see. Let me go ahead and get these. Let me go ahead and bag up what Apostle Gabar said. And we're gonna prove which Apostle Gabar, he already proved it, but I just want to put my 2 cents in, you know. So we're gonna, then I'll come back to Yahweh in one body. So like Apostle Gabar did, he did an excellent video and correcting Deacon Nakar. It was excellent. Like I said, I had to pull these scriptures because Apostle, Aslaki, Deacon Hakar and Yahawahshi for one body while you going around and making a complete fool out of yourself. Hey man, the Lord gonna destroy you if you don't stop it. Okay, so now let's go ahead and get into Revelation. We're gonna go into Revelation, 6th chapter. We're gonna prove Apostle Gabar, he proved it already. But like I say, I want to throw my 2 cents in. And I'm gonna read it again, what Deacon Hakar said. How can Yahawahshi be the white horse when he's the one opening the seal? So we're gonna find out. We're gonna go to Revelation chapter 6. We're gonna start at the top, and we're gonna read it to verse 2. This is how we're gonna prove it. Now these scriptures already that I read, 2nd Ezra, the 4th chapter, Job, 2nd Ezra, Slaki, in the Apocrypha, 2nd Ezra, the 4th chapter, verse 1 through 11, proved it. So y'all gonna have to put up a video to prove y'all can do these things, and y'all can come up with the formula to show me how these things work through the scriptures. In Job 4, chapter 4, verse 12 through 20, it proved y'all gonna have to prove these formulas from these scriptures. In Isaiah chapter 40 and verse 20 through 23, before y'all can go around teaching their foolery, y'all gonna have to be able to do the same formulas in creating these things, the firmaments and the elements like Yahawahshi done. Y'all got to be able to do this before y'all can open y'all big mouth, y'all big nasty mouths up and run y'all trap. So now let's go ahead and get into it. Revelation chapter 6. I'm gonna start at the top. And I saw when the Lamb opened one of the seals, and the Lamb is Yahawahshi, who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ. And I heard as it was a noise, thundering, one beast. So like, let me start over. Revelation chapter 6 and verse 1. And I saw when the Lamb opened one of the seals. The Lamb was Yahawahshi. And I heard as it was a noise of thunder, one of the 4 beasts saying, come and see. Okay, so that's what Deacon Hakar said. He said, if Yahawahshi is the white horse, he can't be the white horse because he's the Lamb that's opening the seal. Okay, now we're fixing to prove it just like Apostle Gabar proved it. I'm just putting my 2 cents in from pulling the first 3 scriptures. Those, this is my 2 cents building upon the video that Apostle Gabar done, and I just put those on there just to build. Okay, so now this is how we're gonna prove it. In verse 2, and I saw and behold a white horse, and he that sat upon him had a bow. And that white horse represents the chariot, what the world ignorantly call UFOs. I saw, behold, a white horse, which is a white chariot. And he that sat upon it had a bow. And that bow is like when you see a bow and arrow, but the bow on this white horse is laser beams being shot from the chariots, what the world even call UFOs, concentrated heat, fire. That's what this is saying. And a crown was given unto him. And that crown, when he will return in the host of angels, they're gonna return. And okay, and they're gonna take all the crowns from all these mountains, which is the government or the ruling class, starting with the international bank of the elite, mountains and governments. And a crown was given unto him. He went forth to conquer and to conquer. Okay, now, so he said that there was Yahawahshi. And now we're going to see if it was Yahawahshi or not. So now we're going to go to, okay, we're going to see. We're going to go to Revelation chapter 19. He said it wasn't Yahawahshi's, but we're going to see who fit this description. Who fit this description? And Yahawahshi can show himself. He can show himself a vision. And the reason he can show himself a vision, because of 2nd Ezra, the 14, 2nd Ezra chapter 4 and verse 1 through 11. This is the reason that Yahawahshi can show himself a vision. Then you can read Job 4 and 12 through 20. This is how Yahawahshi can show himself a vision, because you have the power to. And before y'all open y'all big mouth up and say something, you got to prove the same formula that Yahawahshi created. It's everything through his formula. So y'all gonna have to prove the same formula that Yahawahshi from his whole creations. In Isaiah 40, chapter 40 and verse 21 through 23. So yes, if Yahawahshi can do all these things, why can't he show himself a vision? They don't make no sense. Y'all trying to bring Yahawahshi down to y'all level. Read Romans chapter 8 and verse 6 through 7. Y'all carnal-minded, okay? So he can show himself a vision, right? Now, this is how Yahawahshi, so we're going to prove it. I'm about to get ready to close out. I'm going to speak on Yafta for one body. So I'm dealing with Deacon Akar right now. You know, I just want to put my 2 cents in. So we're going to go to Revelation. I'm going to read it. Okay. Now, this is how we're going to prove that Yahawahshi is the same. Was Revelation the 6th chapter, around verse 2. This is the same white horse. Who had the characteristics to do this? If I would have had time, I would have read Revelation chapter 5. And I want to say it was verse 1. I want to say through 16, I believe. Could have been further. But for time's sake, I'm gonna cut it short. But this should suffice. So okay, now we're gonna go to Revelation chapter 19 and verse 10. Okay, now, and I fell at his feet to worship him. This is John the Revelator. Okay. And he said unto me, see, thou do it not. I am a fellow servant. I am thy brother, and I have the testimony of Mashiach Yahawahshi. Worship God, I'm going to read it verbatim. Worship God, which is the Most High, Yahweh, for the testimony of Yahawahshi is the spirit of prophecy. Okay? Now, who have these characteristics? Now, Deacon Akar, you're going to have to explain. This is going to sound exactly the same as Revelation chapter 6 and verse 2. Precept upon precept, and you know it. Now, and I saw, verse 11, and I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse. You said it was Christianity to teach. That's what you said. Now, if they do, they had that part right. They don't have nothing else right. And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse. He that sat upon him was called Faithful and True. What title is that? That sit up on the white horse. Does not Yahawahshi have a name? One of his names is called it. And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse. He that sat upon him was called Faithful and True. Is that not a title of Yahawahshi? And in righteousness he do judge and make war. What does Exodus 15, I want to say in 3 say? Yahweh is a man of war, and Yahweh is his name. What is Yahawahshi coming back to do? He coming back to conquer. So is that not what Yahawahshi coming back to do? To wage war? Okay? His eyes were as a flame of fire, and his head were many crowns. And the many crowns, when he come back to rule and to take dominion over this kingdom, over the whole globe, he's going to conquer all the nations. So mainly Esau, Edom, that was a great conquer. The main culprit, the main enemy is Esau, Edom. If you go back in Psalm 83rd chapter. Many crowns, and he had a name written that no man knew but himself. And he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood. So who's coming back to do that if there's not Yahawahshi? His name is called the Word. So this is the same white horse. And these are the same characteristics of Yahawahshi, because that is Yahawahshi. And the armies which were in heaven followed him upon white horses. There were some more white horses. These are the angels, okay? Clothed in fine linen, white and clean. And it's the same white horse, verse 15, out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword, that it should smite the nations. And he shall rule them with a rod of iron, and tread it the winepress of fierceness and wrath of the mighty God, Yahawah. Okay, verse 16. And he had on his vesture and on his thigh a name written. He didn't have a tattoo. King of Kings and Lord of Lords. He had on a long garment with his name written in that garment. Okay, so I'm going to stop there. Okay, in verse 15, out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword. And the sharp sword in his mouth, and the laser beam spitting out. I mean, it's like the chariots is shooting laser beams. That's the mouth it's talking about. That with it he shall smite the nations. He shall rule them with a rod of iron. And he that treaded the winepress of his fierceness and wrath of the Almighty. So that winepress, Yahawahshi coming back to stomp them out like grapes. Okay, alluding to Isaiah the 63rd chapter. Now I'm gonna go ahead and Yafta, I'm gonna do a video on you next, man. Let me read these last. Yafta, y'all just gotta read it for you, Yafta, in one body. I'm gonna get you another time, but let me read this last one. You know, hey, you going around, you teaching. You know, you're not teaching nothing that the Bible say. You don't believe in none of these things. Let me breeze through it again. Okay, you don't believe in the Quran. Okay, so you don't believe in the UFOs. You're not going to be able. How are you going to tell? This is for Yahawahshi in one body and his minions. How are you going to be able to tell your congregation that you're running around with a bullhorn, harassing them when you don't believe in the Quran? All this stuff is evident right now. You can turn on the news and you can see it. It's right there. You can see the third world being brewed up. You see UFO sightings everywhere. Okay? You see these things happening. But you still refuse to teach the congregation. You're running around lying. You don't believe none of these things. They're not going to know how to get delivered. They're not going to know what to do. So hey man, the Lord going to kill you, man. I'm just going to say it like that. So anybody got time for playing no game with you, man? Hey, you, man, let me go ahead and read this, and then I'm going to close out. I'm going to the book of Jeremiah, and this is for you, y'all, too. You know, your other soldiers, all of y'all, man. Jeremiah 23, in 1 through 4. Woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pastor, said the Lord. Therefore, thus said the Lord Yahawah, God of Israel, the pastor that feed my people, you have scattered my flock, and have driven them away. And you have not visited them. How you not visited them? You're not telling them about the Quran. You're not telling them how to get deliverance from the ICBMs. You're not telling them how to be protected from the pestilence. Psalm 91. You're not telling them these things because the only deliverance is through the chariots, but you don't believe in it. The Lord God of Israel against the pastors that feed my people. You have scattered my flock and have driven them away, and you have not visited them. And that's how you had not visited them, because you lied to them. Behold, I will visit upon you the evil of your doings, said the Lord. In verse 3, and I will gather the remnant of my flock out of the countries. How you going to gather them? Via the internet. Okay? And I have driven them, and will bring them again to their fold. And they shall be a fruitful increase. In the fold, you see the start with the apostles and the elders of great millstone, and the other argument. These are the just how you gonna gather them. See, by the true word, it's uncut, 100% doctrine. And I will set up shepherds over them, which shall feed them, and they shall fear no more, nor be dismayed. Neither shall they be lacking, said the Lord, Yahawah, with all caps. So I would like to, hopefully it was edifying. So like you putting in my 2 cents, building on the blog video. So Deacon Hakar, you got to put up a video baby. You gotta put up some videos, my nigga. You gotta put up some videos. Proving this, man. You gotta come up with the same formulas. And I gotta see it. And y'all, man, hey man, I ain't got nothing to say about you right now. But the Lord will destroy you, man. So I wanna close out. Like I say, hopefully it was edifying. Put in my 2 cents behind Apostle Gabal's excellent video that he put up. Until the next time, Shalom and a Ball. DTA soon.